हेलो फ्रेंड्स, केजी क्लासेस में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम आपको W.H. Auden 1907 to 1973 लाइफ एंड वर्क्स। W.H. Auden was born in 1907. He was the son of a doctor. He received his early education at Gresham's School, Holt. He got his higher education at Christ Church, Oxford, and after leaving the university, he went to Berlin. After his return to England, he worked for some time as a schoolmaster. During the Spanish Civil War, he had his sympathies for the Republican side. He went to Spain and worked as an ambulance driver. He was also inspired by his political zeal to compose a poem entitled Spain in 1937, presenting the political culture and imaginative conflict of the period. He was married to Erich Mann, the daughter of the famous German novelist Thomas Mann. W.H. Auden travelled widely. He made visits to China and Ireland. In 1938, he migrated to the USA, where he gave speeches at American schools and universities. He at last became an American cricket citizen. In 1945, he got the award of the American Academy of Art and Letters. He returned to England and was professor of poetry at Oxford during 1956 to 61. He passed away banished in 1973. W.H. Auden's important works of poetry are: first, Poems 1930, second, The Orators 1932, third, Lock Stranger 1936, fourth, Spain 1938, fifth, The Age of Anxiety 1948, sixth, The Shield of Achilles 1955, seventh, The Sea and the Mirror, eighth, For the Time Being. W.H. Auden revised some of his early poems for representing them a more religious tone. These poems presented a new trend in his poetic mind. He seemed to be engaged in the search after a mystical experience. Therefore, some of the later poems took on a religious tone. Auden's poetry shows an awareness of the problem of the period, which for him was an age of anxiety. Auden's poetry reveals the influence of both Marx and Freud. In the 1930s, Auden became the leader of a group of poets with pronounced communist leaning. Consequently, his early poetry was characterized a considerable emphasis on social and personal problems, which, however, continued to preoccupy him even in his later poetry. Since his migration to America in 1938, Auden reveals a new trend in his poetry, which is the search after mystical experience, and some of his later poetry takes on a religious love. Modern poet W.H. Auden is very remarkable of the 1930s in England. Auden's poetry show an awareness of the problems of the period, which for him was an age of anxiety. He was a period of the rage of Hitler and Mussolini, of the Spanish Civil War and the Second World War. It was also an age impressed by the theories of Marx and Freud. Auden's early poetry reveals the influence of both Marx and Freud, but he gives them a poetic coloring. Later on, he came to believe that most problems could not be solved merely on economic and political levels, for which the healing power of love was required. One of his well-known lines is, "We must love one another or die." His later poems have a semi-religious touch. He was impressed by Hardy, Yeats and Eliot, but his poetry has its own individual tone. W. H. Auden's poetry is marked by a proper emphasis on social and personal problems. His poetry covers wide range of human activities. He has used a wonderful variety of verse form. Auden is an extremely prolific writer and no other poet of his generation can place beside his writing a body of work as interesting for its peculiar insight and its majesty of language and rhythm. His tone can be tender, ecstatic, flippant, and or satirical, and none one of his favorite devices is the sudden shift or tone. As Monroe K. Spear says, he is a religious poet who is also a clown, a virtuoso who is incorrigibly didactic, satirist who is also a musician and a lyricist. The poetical works of W. H. Auden reveals that he is artist of great virtuosity. He has done permanent experiment in verse form. He seems to have a fine ear for a rhythm and music of words. It is after that he writes with a noisy genuineness. At times he is satirical in bands. He presents a closely packed imagery. He is able to exploiting the riches and vigor of everyday idiom and language. In this respect, he excels every one of his predecessors. His poetry is exciting for its peculiar insight and its mastery of language and rhythm. His poetry presents a variety of human activity. It possesses a wonderful variety of verse form. Inventiveness, fluency, and wit are its notable features. He is a modern poet so far as this tune is concerned. The sudden flight in tune is one of his favorite devices. W. H. Auden is an artist of great ideas. He is a permanent experiment in verse form of the leading poets of decade. W. H. Auden alone appears to have found a natural personal language in the modern idiom. He is able to accepting its restrictive convention without loss of poetic structure. He has taken ideas, facts and suggestions from all quarters. He has borrowed many things from T.S. Eliot, Owen and Hopkins. While describing their influence, Collins says that from Eliot came the symbolic method, the use of modern imagery and of abstract expression. From Owen, the use of assonance and internal rhyme. From Hopkins, sprung rhythm, and from both Eliot and Hopkins, the example of reverse condensation at whatever point to the reader. Though greatly influenced by T.S. Eliot, Auden's poetry has its own individual role. Inventiveness, fluency, and wit are remarkable features of his poetry. His poetry covers a wide range of human activities and he has used a wonderful variety of verse form. Auden is an extremely prolific writer and no other poet of his generation can place beside his body of work and exciting for its peculiar insight and its mastery of language and rhythm. His main work, The Orator 1932, Look Stranger 1936, New Year Letter 1941, The Age of Anxiety 1948, Collected Shorter Poems 1950, The Poet's Tongue 1935, The Oxford Book of Light Verse 1938, The Unknown Citizen. Text है, he was found by the Bureau of Statistics to be one against whom there was no official complaint, and all the reports on his conduct agree that in the modern sense of an old-fashioned world, he was a saint, for in everything he did he served the greater community except for the war. Till the day he retired, he worked in a factory and never go fired. What satisfied his employers? Fruit motor inns. Yet he was not a slave or odd in his views, for his union reports that he paid his dues. Our report on his action shows it was sound, and our social psychology worker found that he was popular with him notes and liked at drink. Paraphrase. The unknown citizen number JS/07/M/378 was found to be all right by the Bureau of Statistics. He was one against whom there was no official report for being a spy or a fight columnist. All the reports on his conduct were of opinion that he was a harmless man to the state. All his actions served the nation except during the First World War. He served in a factory till he retired, and he was never dismissed from his service. On the other hand, he worked in corporation. He was not a scoundrel or a man of odd political views either, for according to his trade union report, he paid his membership dues regularly. Secret police report on his trade union show that his union report about him are trustworthy. The Bureau of the Workers' Social Psychology found him to be interesting to his fellow workers and also fond of wine. हिंदी. अज्ञात नागरिक संख्या JS/07/M/378 ब्यूरो ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिक्स के द्वारा सही पाया गया था. वह एक ऐसा व्यक्ति था जिसके विरुद्ध जासूस अथवा विश्वासघाती होने की कोई भी गुप्त पुलिस सूचना नहीं थी. उसके आचरण से संबंधित सभी सूचनाएं एकमत थीं कि वह राज्य एवं शासन के लिए हानिरहित व्यक्ति था. उसके सभी कार्यकलाप राष्ट्र की सेवा में समर्पित थे. प्रथम विश्व युद्ध के अंतराल को छोड़कर वह सेवानिवृत्त होने तक फैक्ट्री में काम करता रहा और उसे कभी भी नौकरी से नहीं हटाया गया. किंतु उसने फ्यूज मोटर्स इन कॉरपोरेशन के आगे मालिकों को निज सेवा से संतुष्ट रखा. वह कोई धूर्त भी नहीं था और न ही उसकी राजनीतिक धारणाएं असामान्य थीं. उसकी ट्रेड यूनियन की सूचनाओं के अनुसार वह अपनी सदस्यता का चंदा निरंतर दिया करता था. हमारी गुप्त सूचनाओं के अनुसार उसकी ट्रेड यूनियन की रिपोर्ट विश्वसनीय है. श्रमिकों के सामाजिक मनोविज्ञान का अध्ययन करने वाले संस्थान के अनुसार वह अपने साथी श्रमिकों में लोकप्रिय था तथा एक दो पैग शराब पीने का शौकीन भी था. वर्ड मीनिंग. फैशन्ड, आउट ऑफ डेट. सेकंड, फूड्स मोटर्स इनकॉर्पोरेशन. थर्ड, पॉलिटिकल व्यू. फोर्थ, ट्रेड. फिफ्थ, प्लीजिंग टू. सिक्स, फेलो वर्कर. सेवेंथ, वाज फाउंड ऑफ ड्रिंकिंग, नॉट ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स. टेस्ट है. The press are convinced that he bought a paper every day and that in reactions to advertisements were normal in every way. Policies takes out in his name prove that he was fully insured and his health care card shows he was once in hospital but left if cured. Both producer research and high grade living declares he was fully sensible to the advantage of the installment plan and had everything necessary to the modern man: a photograph, a radio, a car and a frigidaire. Paraphrase. The newspaper man informed that he would buy a paper every day. They also informed that his reaction to advertisement used to be normal in every way. His insurance policies show that he had been fully insured during the policy period. His health card presents that he had once been in hospital, which he left when he had been cured of his illness. Both the Producers Research Bureau and the High Grade Living Research Bureau are of the opinion that he had been fully aware of the advantage of the installment plan. Besides, he possessed everything necessary to the modern man, namely a gramophone record player, a रेडियो, ए कार एंड ए रेफ्रिजरेटर. हिंदी. अखबार वालों का कहना है कि वह प्रतिदिन अखबार लिया करता था तथा विज्ञापनों के विरुद्ध उसकी प्रतिक्रियाएं हर प्रकार से सामान्य थी. उसके नाम से ली गई बीमा पॉलिसियां दर्शाती हैं कि उसका जीवन पूर्णतया बीमाकृत रहा था. उसका स्वास्थ्य कार्ड दिखाता है कि वह एक बार अस्पताल में भर्ती रहा था तथा ठीक होने के बाद ही वहां से उसकी छुट्टी हुई थी. उत्पादों के शोध संस्थान तथा उच्च जीवन स्तर के शोध संस्थान अनुसार उसने किस्तों में मूल्य अदा करने की योजना का लाभ उठाया था. आधुनिक व्यक्ति के पास मिलने वाली सारी वस्तुएं जैसे ग्रामोफोन मशीन, रेडियो, कार एवं रेफ्रिजरेटर उसके पास थी. नेक्स्ट है, आवर रिसर्चर इनटू पब्लिक ओपिनियन आर कंटेंट that he held the proper opinion for the times of years. When there was peace, he was for peace. When there was war, he went. He was married and added 5 children to the population, which our eugenist says was the right number for a parent of a generation. And our teachers report that he never interfered with their education. Was he free? Was he happy? The question is absurd. Had anything been wrong, we should certainly have heard. Paraphrase. Our Secret Service researches into public opinion report with satisfaction that his political opinion had been in harmony with the current view of the state for the time of the year. When there was peace, he had been in favor of peace. When there was war, he had gone in favor of war. He was married and got 5 children according to the state eugenics department. That addition of 5 children to state population of a parent of a generation was the right number. Our teacher report that he never interfered with their modern system of national education. Whether he was free or happy is an absurd question. If he had ever spoken freedom for the individual or of happiness for the pupil, he should certainly have been reported of it. हिंदी. लोकमत के संबंध में शोध कर रहे हमारे संस्थान इस बात से संतुष्ट हैं कि उसकी धारणा वर्ष के प्रत्येक भाग के लिए अलग अलग बनी राजकीय धारणाओं के अनुरूप हो रही थी. जब देश में शांति का समय था तो वह शांति के पक्ष में था. जब युद्ध शुरू हो गया तब वह युद्ध के पक्ष में हो गया. वह शादीशुदा था. उसने देश की जनसंख्या में 5 बच्चों का योगदान किया था. जाति उत्थान विज्ञान के वैज्ञानिकों के अनुसार उसने अपनी पीढ़ी के एक पिता के रूप में देश की जनसंख्या वृद्धि में बच्चों की ही संख्या का योगदान किया था. अध्यापकों के अनुसार उसने शिक्षा पद्धति में कभी अवरोध उत्पन्न नहीं किया. क्या वह आज़ाद था? क्या वह खुश थी? ये प्रश्न हास्यास्पद हैं. यदि अपनी स्वयं की आज़ादी अथवा पुराने सुख के बारे में आवाज़ उठाई होती तो हमें निश्चित रूप से इस संबंध में खबर मिल गई होती. इम्पोर्टेंट एक्सप्लेनेशन. हाउ वाज से लेके लाइक्ड ए ड्रिंक तक. रेफरेंस टू द कॉन्टेक्स्ट द सेम है. एक्सप्लेनेशन. द अननोन सिटीजन नंबर JS/07/M/378 was found to be all right by the Bureau of Statistics. He was one guest whom there was no official report of being a spy. All the report on his conduct were of the opinion that he was a harmless man to the state. All his actions were directed in the service of the nation, except during the First World War. He served in a factory till he retired, and he was never dismissed from his job. He served in the Ford Motors Incorporation. He was not a scoundrel or a man of odd political views. According to his trade union report, he paid his membership dues regularly. Secret police report on his trade union show that his union report about him are trustworthy. The Bureau of the Workers' Social Psychology found him to be interesting to his fellow worker. He was fond of a drink. Thanks, best of luck.